speaking of young rappers, another youngin that was, that you watched grow up was Lil Twist.
Right.
Right. Now we all know Lil Twist went on to go with Young Money. Just kind of tell me how Lil Twist came into your path and
We were doing the in-store. So basically, Twist was one of Zay fans. So he came to one of Zay's in-stores at Big T.
Man, y'all doing in stores and shit?
Yeah, Zay was in Texas. He was doing.
Nah, he was fucking.
He was doing his
Zay was
thing,
fucking
man.
around, man.
So that's how we met Twist.
I'm that young stuff, holding it down. With dreams of one day controlling the town. Okay, that young stuff, trying to shine. Stay out of trouble, man, to keep my eye on the prize. I'm that young stuff, who got that paper. Rolling up with haters, I'm not that major. I'm that young stuff. I'm that young stuff.
And then I was already cool with Diamond D. So Diamond was like, hey man, I got the little dude, man. He about Zay's age. So every time I would come to Dallas, we'd always call him. And so him and Zay would kick it. Well, he was at Big T's most of the time.
Yeah.
Lil Twist was. He was always there.
So Twist is from Dallas.
Twist is from Dallas,
Okay.
Oak Cliff, yeah. So he's from there. So then I guess after a little while, Diamond D was like, man, this little dude can go also, So he was like, man, I want to do basically what y'all did with Zay with Twist. So Twist's first album, B.O.C wrote his whole album, and we recorded his whole album in Tyler at my studio. So it was basically a B.O.C product, but
Yeah.
it was under Diamond D,
Right.
Diamond D Records or whatever. So it got to the point where anytime I'd go out of town, Twist was gonna go. So I would just come scooping just so Zay would have somebody his age. And it got to where they were just doing shows together everywhere,
Oh, for sure. So how did Twist get going? Like, where did the Young Money come in there? Like, who discovered him? Like,
Well, we would do the shows together, and then they would also do like separate shows or whatever.
yeah.
Well, Wayne was doing a show at Oil Palace in Tyler.
Okay.
So I talked to the promoter, was like, hey man, like, I got these two youngsters, like, they'll bring a whole another crowd, because they got a little movement with the younger crowd, and with the Oil Palace, you want all ages coming in there because it's a big place. So we might have made a deal. He was like, man, he was trying to charge at first or whatever to open up, and I was like, man, I ain't finna pay whatever.
Yeah.
So finally he was like, man, well, just pay for their tickets, man, and I'm gonna let the little dudes perform or whatever. I was like, I ain't finna pay now. We're already up in here, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, Tez was there, and Tez was like, man, I want to see the little dudes perform, you know what I'm saying? So I guess Tez told the promoter, like, man, go ahead and let them perform or whatever. So from there, that's where the connect. I think Twist might have met them before,
Okay.
but when they actually saw him, it was like, in Tyler. So that's where the Lil Twist and Young Money thing started. And then once he went on the road with Young Money, then Zay went with them probably a few months after.
Yeah, I seen them boy. I seen Zay with Justin Bieber, man.
Yeah, I think it was his 9th grade year. I took him out of regular school and put him in homeschool.
Oh, damn.
And that's when he went on the road with with Twist and Wayne and all them.
Yeah. So what was Zay like? What was he telling you? Like, did he tell you about any experiences? Like, what was going on the road? And was you worried about him?
I wasn't worried about him because I knew they had Mr. Wendell that was pretty much watching them, and I'd met him or whatever. So I knew they were going to be looking after him, but I also knew, like, they finna grow up real fast, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because you can just imagine being a ninth grade, 15 years old on the road with Wayne, all the stuff you're going to see,
Yeah.
And this is at the time where, like, Nicki Minaj and Drake is, like, barely starting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they basically came up, like, when they were on the road with them,
Yeah. Shit, man. Like, but yeah, so that's why I want to highlight that, bro, because, like, that's huge, bro. Like, and I want people to know, like, your impact. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was big fucking deal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So tell me, how do you feel about the East Texas scene nowadays, or are you even in tune with it, or how do you feel about the scene right now, and where you feel, and do you feel like it could finally kind of raise up to like what a Houston or a Dallas has done?
Well, it's some cats down there probably doing their thing, but to be honest, I'm not involved in the music stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Like after Zay and Twist went with Young Money, I was kind of like just slowly getting out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you know, another artist that people might not know about is Brandon Beal.
Girl, I'm ready to blow. I'ma sack it up and I'm spinning it all. And when I throw it up to the lead, start twerking like. Start twerking like Ballin. Start twerking like Ballin. Go! Hey! Twerking like Ballin. You know what? You got.
Ooh, hey, I'm a fan.
You know, Brandon Beal's like real big overseas. You
Yeah.
know? So he's won a few Grammys in Denmark.
Yeah, hell of a
and
writer.
done some
writer and
big,
singer.
big writing and producing. So, I mean, he's from Tyler, Texas too, and came out of B.O.C.
Ooh, yes sir, man. That's a downer
So
right
if
there.
you
man.
don't know him, you can look him up
Yeah,
on
look
YouTube.
him up, man.
Brandon Beal.
Dude go hard as hell, man.